This is the case of DAR versus DECS GR number 158228, March 23, 2004. The facts of the case are as follows. Parcels of land were donated to DECS and titles were subsequently transferred thereto. DECS then leased the lands to Anglo Agricultural Corporation for 10 crop years, which was subsequently renewed for another 10. Eugenio Alpar and several others, claiming to be permanent and regular farm workers of the subject lands, filed a petition for Comprehensive Agrarian Reform Program coverage with the Municipal Agrarian Reform Office. After investigation, the MARO issued a notice of coverage which was subsequently approved by the DAR Regional Director. The lands were then placed under Carp coverage. DECS sought exemption from the Carp coverage on the ground that all income derived from its contract of lease with Anglo Agricultural Corporation were actually directly and exclusively used for educational purposes. Issue: whether or not the subject lands should be exempt from Carp coverage. Ruling: no. A reading of Section 10 of RA number 6657 shows that in order to be exempt from the coverage, the land must be actually, directly, and exclusively used and found to be necessary, and the purpose is for school sites and campuses, including experimental farm stations, operated by public or private schools for educational purposes. In this case, the lands were not actually and exclusively utilized as school sites and campuses, as they were leased to Anglo Agricultural Corporation, not for educational purposes, but for the furtherance of its business. To be exempt from the coverage, it is the land per se, not the income derived therefrom, that must be actually, directly, and exclusively used for educational purposes. Furthermore, the lands fall under the classification of lands of the public domain, devoted or suitable for agriculture, and are therefore covered by the Carp under Section 4 of RA number 6657, which states that the program shall cover, regardless of tenurial arrangement and commodity produced, all public and private agricultural lands as provided in Proclamation number 131 and Executive Order number 229, including other lands of the public domain suitable for agriculture. In this case, the records show that the subject properties were formerly private agricultural lands owned by the late Esteban Halandoni and were donated to respondent DECS. From that time until they were leased to Anglo Agricultural Corporation, the lands continued to be agricultural, albeit part of the public domain being owned by the agency of the government. Moreover, there is no legislative or presidential act before and after the enactment of RA number 6657 classifying said land as mineral, forest, residential, commercial, or industrial land. Hence, the lands are covered by Carp.